Hello, Transfer Nation. I've been waiting 25 days to be the guest host here. So welcome back to 30 Days to Transfer. Today we're talking about something it's often overlooked in the middle of classes. Applications, transfer planning, it's your physical health. You know, it's time to get pumped up, to get your transfer muscles pumped up. Thank you, Arnold, for that introduction. Well, welcome here. I am joined by Arnold, transfer editor today, and we're going to be talking about something that's really important, and it's your physical health. So here's the truth. A lot of the transfer process is out of your control. Admissions decisions, university deadlines, financial aid timelines, you can't control that. But what is in your control? Arnold, what's in their control? Your body. And here's the key, your mind. Your academic performance are directly connected to your physical health. Yes, this idea goes way back, our mind and body. You know, Descartes really talked about mind-body dualism and the idea that our mind and body are separate. But modern science shows us that they are deeply connected. When you care for your body, you set your mind up to perform at its best. So think about some of the world's top thinkers and strategists. You know, chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov ran every day to stay sharp. Now think about that. He plays chess, right, which is a strategy game, and he runs so that he's at his sharpest. Why does he run? Because he knows that by running, it improves his academic, his mental performance. Many CEOs and artists and innovators have daily exercise routines because they know it boosts clarity and focus. So they've figured out something powerful. Caring for your body isn't a distraction from academic success. It's actually part of the formula. All right, let's talk about why exercise matters for students, the student edition. So research shows that regular exercise lowers cortisol. This is the stress hormone, and this in turn reduces anxiety. It improves memory and concentration, boosts your mood and energy, lowers blood pressure and protects your long-term health, helps you sleep better, which directly improves academic performance. And one large study found that college students who exercised regularly had higher GPAs and reported less stress than those who didn't. So exercise isn't just about looking fit, it's about functioning at your peak mentally and physically. So let's talk about finding time to move. Because I get it. You're busy between classes, work, transfer applications, raising a family, putting food on the table, right? It feels like impossible to squeeze one more thing in. But here's the truth. We were made to move, not stay stagnant. That's right. Get to the transfer chopper. You need to run there. You don't just sit. Thank you. Personally, I find mornings work best for me. If I exercise early before everyone else is awake, no one can steal my time from me. I know, because they're not up, right? No one bugs you at 5 in the morning, but everyone bugs you at 5 p.m. If I wait until later in the day, something always comes up. A problem, a meeting. Hey, can you stop at the store to get this? Someone else has a need from me. And I end up skipping working out. That's the truth. Because part of it is I'm an ENFP. Remember the Myers-Briggs that we did a while ago? I tend to prioritize others before myself. So knowing that about myself helps me protect my exercise time. You got to schedule it. And schedule it, for me, it's early. In fact, think about this for a second. Look at your time management journal that we did, your 1 week log, right? When do you have 20 to 30 minutes to move? 40 minutes, an hour? What we're going to want to do is schedule it. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. I've really learned that. If it's not on my calendar, it's not going to happen. So, in fact, if you think about scheduling, your community college offers 1 unit movement based classes, the kines classes, kinesiology, right? Also known as PE. I prefer the term PE. I know, Arnold. Thank you. So you can take them credit or no credit if you're worried about GPA, and talk about accountability. I mean, it is awesome when you need to show up, you are scheduling it and you are accountable. And it's cheaper than gym memberships for $46 for the term, and if you're paying, and your financial aid usually covers it. So try something new. Nowhere else can you get yoga for 16 weeks for $46 or free, right? Try something new. Yoga, fencing, swimming, weights, martial arts. There's just so many. Try different activities to see what fits your lifestyle and your need at your age and your physicality. Like, right? For me, I really like weights, cardio, and yoga has become a huge part of my life. For my wife, she loves swimming. That's like she can zone out. There's no one calling you when your head's in the water, right? We both love Pilates. I discovered that about 2 years ago now. I love it. It's low impact. It's great for strength and calmness of mind. Even just walking, the benefits of walking. In many cultures around the world, walking has been attributed to longer life spans. So walking is great. So don't forget, always consult with your doctor, obviously, before starting any new exercise routine. But the benefits of taking this at your community college is you've got a professional coach. So if you're lifting weights, you're going to be taught how to do it correctly and not getting injured. Because that's what this is all about. It's improving your quality of life, your mental abilities through physical exercise and not getting hurt, right? So you've got a professional coach there, and you have insurance too while you're on campus in a college activity. You don't have that in a private gym. So definitely think about taking a class. Let's talk about finding your flow. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. I know it's really hard to say. It's a Hungarian word. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. There we go. He wrote a book called Flow. He was the department chair for the Claremont Graduate School of Psychology. He's local in California. And flow is all about finding that state where you're so absorbed in an activity that time flies. I first saw this when I watched the documentary Happy, and I show this in my college classes. If you go online and you check out Happy documentary, there's a lot of different ways to watch it, and I highly recommend it. It is awesome in terms of happiness. And we'll talk a little bit more about this in another episode, but that's where I first found the idea of flow, and he had named it, which was really cool. So some people find this through cooking or skating or sailing or playing music. Exercise can do that same thing too. So today we're talking about exercise. Maybe for you, it's running. Maybe it's hiking, dancing, cycling. Find the movement that brings you joy. The one that brings you joy is the one that you're going to stick with. And while physical activities are focused today, hobbies like music, painting, or writing are also amazing ways to manage stress, etc. So for me, guys, I can sit here. I can play all day long. There are places I remember all of my life. Some have changed, some forever, not for better. My life, some remake. I can play and I can lose myself in that moment, and an hour goes by, 2 hours goes by. So I want you to try to find that in your life, something that can be physical in particular, again, is what we're talking about today. So here's my challenge to you. Commit to 30 days to consistent movement. Even 20 minutes a day can change how you feel and how you perform. Track your energy, mood, and focus over time. There's tons of apps for this now. With your phone and with your fancy watches, you can, watch your resting heart rate and your sleep quality. I mean, you can get more data nowadays on yourself than any other time in history. So track it. Notice how your academic performance improves as your body gets stronger. All right, Arnold, anything else? Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's essential for your transfer journey. Thank you. Thanks for joining today. It's time to get to the transfer chopper. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you as well, Arnold, for joining us today. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to shift gears and talk about community service and giving back. So until then, get moving. Stay strong. Yes, stay strong. And as always, transfer on.